This year, we've made every second count.
Stretches for a touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
In 2019, we'll continue to turn up the heat and raise every trophy high.
Oya, pesa hapa.
Hey, Buddha. Hebu kama tumewaiana.
Hata kuniangalia, angalia chini. Nyamaza.
Unamtrust na maisha?
Unaweza nipatia pesa fake?
Afisa, ni huyu.
Namjua nimewamaka na najua mahali mnaishi.
Nganya, available now, exclusive to COSAFA.
Fantastic goal! Side and scoring with glorious deftness of touch. Able to turn and find the corner. A classic counter-attacking goal from Leicester City.
Register to participate in the inaugural Intra-African Trade Fair, IATF, taking place from 11 to 17 December 2018 in Cairo, Egypt. Over 70,000 visitors, buyers and sellers, 1,000 exhibitors, all African Union member states are expected, and $25 billion offered to finance trade deals concluded at the fair. Catch our early registration discount on offer till 30 September. Visit www.intraafricantradefair.com. IATF, transforming Africa.
Mopani Copper Mines, proud title sponsor of the 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship. Mopani, mining safely for the future.
We're still in Kitwe and we're lining up and building up for the second game of day 4. It's the host nation up against the guest nation in DR Congo. But what a day we've had so far regards the first game here at Nkana Stadium. It is Botswana and of course Angola who went for a barren draw. That obviously has a very interesting turn of events regards those two teams, because then they can't qualify to the next stage of the competition. Timothy Batabari now joins us here on the touchline. Let me get your impression. You're up there, doing commentary. What do you make of what has transpired? Both sides giving in their all as far as that encounter is concerned.
Look, both teams came into this encounter knowing the fact that if they have to win or else they are going home. But again, it's all not lost. The miracle can still happen. In case Angola wins their game, they'll go into 5 points. So maybe they can try to compete for the best runners up. But again, you know, Zimbabwe is already confirmed as the top team. Already they have got 6 points. Yeah. But for these enterprising young players of Angola, really it's heartbreaking that they have not been able to continue in this tournament. But again, we give credit to this Botswana side. The coach made some tactical changes towards the last 10 minutes. Really, yeah. They gave Angola a run for their money.
Awesome stuff. Noah, you obviously were thinking that Angola would have it easy as far as this encounter is concerned. It wasn't to be.
No, you got me wrong. I knew it would be a tough game, and you know what? Like Timothy has said, it was really a competitive game. All teams, Angolan, but they really gave it all. And you know what? The only thing which was missing, it was just a goal. But a draw was a fair result, but Angola missing a lot of chances, missing a penalty. And, you know, if they buried that penalty and the chances they had, they would have carried this day as easy.
It would have been a different story indeed. But I'll tell you what, it's Mozambique hoping to have a different story. Yesterday, they managed to, you know, obviously get past Congo DR. Congo DR are coming into this particular encounter up against the host nation, hoping to make amends because they gave away, 3 points to Mozambique. Obviously, we talk about the host nation who are coming into this encounter as favorites, but this surely is going to be a tough game, no?
Yes, like the coach was saying, Charles Boile was like saying, you know what, he has been emphasizing on complacency and, underrating. He is not going to do that. He knows how important this game is for them to progress to the second round.
All right.
You know, yes, to the semi-finals. So he just have to go for a queue. He doesn't have to wait for the last game to win, then qualifying. So I think his tactics, having made 2 changes, I think he has got his tactics right. Prince Mumba starting in this game, he scored the 2 games when he came in. So starting now, I think he will make a difference from the word go.
All right, Timothy, what do you make of this? What do you make of this fixture?
You know, this encounter is very challenging, especially for Zambia. They've got 3 points, but again, what is important to note is that DRC Congo came in the tournament very late. They lost their encounter and they are playing today. Whatever their medical staff has done to try and make sure that they have recovered for this game is key. But again, the motivating factor, they know that if they lose to Zambia, then they are going back home immediately. So it's going to be a very competitive game. Yes, we have got some changes. Prince Mumba coming from the bench, coming in and scoring 2 goals. For me, what is very impressive about this young player is his nose and that, his nose for the spaces that are being created behind the defense, and that is key. But what is very dangerous for this Zambian side is that they should not, allow the game to drag on like they did against Malawi. They gave Malawi a chance and an opportunity to take control of the game. They only came alive in the second half. That's when they were able to score 2 goals and they were able to get 3 points. For this DRC team, they can, compete. They can play around the ball. They are big. They have got, the physicality of their players. They can compete. So they need to make sure that they use their pace against the Congolese to try and stand a chance.
No, let me bring it in now and just. I'm just wondering right now, what's going through the minds of the Congo, players? They came in late, all right. They played their first game yesterday. They lose, and then the day after they're playing the host nation, the favorites, the most decorated side when it comes to the COSAFA Under-20 Championship.
Yes, already I think they are crying foul. They are saying they played yesterday against Mozambique. They lost them arriving on Monday. So they have played 2 games like in a row, and there's no team which has done that. Already they are complaining with that, but I think it's their fault, coming late to the tournament. They had to change some fixtures. They just have to go through them. They are under-20s. I think they can recover quickly. If they've got good doctors, they can use the ice bath, regenerate, and they have to compete. That's not an excuse.
Awesome stuff. What thoughts there? Let's get to the break, and thereafter we continue counting down to the big one. The host nation Zambia up against the guest nation DR Congo.
At World Remit, we started with a single goal: to create a better way to send money to Africa, a way that's faster and easier, to mobile, to bank accounts, to thousands of locations across Africa, anytime, anywhere. That's why millions of customers use our service. With World Remit, you can easily receive money from family and friends today. World Remit, a better way to receive money.
At the end of your day, ours is just getting started.
Good evening, Africa. Welcome to Kwese Sports.
We are the Kwese Sports News Team. Wow. Live on air.
Monday to Friday.
Online. Any device. Anywhere. Sports news never stops. And neither do we. Never miss a thing. We'll keep you connected. Only on Kwese Sports. For the fan.
In failure, we hold each other up. And in the glory of victory, arm in arm, we erupt. Because inside every one of us lives the need. The need to feel. The need to belong. The need to explode with joy. The need to dream. The need to be a fan. We know that you live for the game. which is why Kwese Sports lives for the fan.
La Copa Conmebol Sudamericana.
Now, while the clock was rubbing his hands, Liverpool did the double over the Gunners last season.
It doesn't always work, coach.
Mane! Oh, wow! It's his 200th goal in the Premier League.
Yeah, hashtag Chris Sports. Yeah. Fantastic. We were happy to be here. The vibe is good.
It's not about linear television anymore. The first place we find everything is on social media.
Put yourself in Tiger Woods' shoes.
It's the new way to go. Feeling good, man.
Get in touch with us on all our social media platforms. Right, Africa, you know what to do. Wednesday night, you know you got a date. Hashtag Chris Sports. But let the quest and fire remain with you.
Welcome to Kitwe, welcome to Nkana Stadium, where we're counting down to the game that entails the host nation, Zambia, up against DR Congo. And of course, let's take a look at Group A, and Zambia at the top. The host nation, they must be very happy, but Mozambique is second with 3 points. And so it's never yet certain for Zambia that they'll make it through to the next stage, because Mozambique is following them neck to neck. DR Congo is third with no points. The same can be said about Malawi. Gentlemen, what do you make of this group, Noah?
Yes, a really very tough group, and you know, Mozambique picking up maximum points against DRC yesterday. So Zambia, they shouldn't be looking for other teams to do them any favors. They just have to win today's game, and at least they will have 1 foot into the semi-finals.
All right. What does a draw do to Zambia?
No, it's not very encouraging for them to draw, because once you draw, it means that you give a chance to the likes of Malawi to try and stake their claim, you know, and you're leaving it for the last day, you know, of the fixture. So it's very important that they make sure that they win their encounter. It's still an open group, in my opinion, because if they draw, you know, it means that Malawi gets an opportunity to still win their game and go on to maybe 3 points. And then when they reach the last game, they get 6 points. They have that position to fight for. So it's very important that they do the business on the field of play, make sure they correct the 3 points, and they secure their entry to the semi-finals.
Talking about doing the business, let's see which players have been tasked to do the business for the host nation this afternoon, as they hope to collect 3 maximum points. Noah, Prince is back in the starting 11.
No, with the attitude he showed when he came in the game against Malawi, you know, he deserves to start together with Benson Kolala. You know, he changed the game. He scored those crucial 2 goals. I think for him to start, it's really a plus for Zambia.
Right.
And if you look at their lineup, on paper, they're just looking good. The names which are there, Lamek Banda, Christopher Katongo, Edward Chilufya, you know what? There is no team which can stop them unless they just don't apply themselves.
So they look on paper, you think, but what's your take on that?
For me, it will be very interesting to see where exactly Prince Mumba is going to be fielded, because at the end of the day, he came on as a substitute and he was playing on the wing. But because of his tenacity and his eye for goal, he was able to get into space, into those open spaces that were always opened up in the back line, and was able to score the goals. But for me, I would love to see more from this young man, Edward Chirufia. You know, he needs to play for the team more than play for himself. He has got the pace, has got the skill, but again, he's conserving it for his own self. He needs to go all out, let him give everything for the team, and then Zambia will be able to play.
They're getting emotional, team. But let's talk about Congo DR, who came off yesterday, you know, beaten by Mozambique. They were tipped as favourites as far as that particular encounter is concerned. Noah, there you have it. Obviously, they're coming into this encounter, well, maybe fatigued. They played yesterday. They have another tough encounter this afternoon.
Yes, you know, Brian, like I said, you know, fatigue, yes, it will be there. But those just mind thing, they can really easily get over it. Like I say, they are under 20s, you know, they can recover so quickly. Within 24 hours, they shouldn't put that an excuse. If they just have to give it all. Yeah. If they draw, and or win this game, at least they'll be in the competition. They will be waiting for the last game. But if they lose this one, and I think they'll be the last to come in and they'll be the first to go.
Tim, you're laughing at Noah. What's happening?
No, you know, at this moment in time, I'm sure the medical team has given them a massage. They have taken more intakes of liquid, more water. And then what is very important in such conditions when you've played a game like yesterday and you're playing today, it's very important your warm-up is spot on so that your body is rejuvenated and so that you can be ready for the game. And I think the applicability will be key to determine if they can get a result.
Coach Charles Wale has a huge task this beautiful afternoon to craft the best script that will see him getting the 3 maximum points. And these are his pretty much thoughts. All right, Coach, you are playing your second game. You're coming off a victory in your first game up against Malawi, up against tournament favorites in DRC Congo. How do you hope to approach this game?
Definitely, first of all, we'll not sit on the last results that we had. This is a different game that we're having against DRC. Looking at yesterday, they lost that to Mozambique. So now they're trying to recover as well. So definitely will not be an easy game. And we have sacked our players in that direction to say it will not be an easy one. So we're ready for that challenge.
Have you made any changes to the lineup that started off in your first game?
Yeah, we've made about 2 adjustments to the lineup that started against Malawi. And I think that's what we've done.
Do you mind sharing with us the players you've brought in?
We have brought in Benson. We had to start last time with Albert Kangwanda. Now we've brought in Benson Kolala to the left. Also this time around, I think Prince Mumba is starting, and we have removed this Mwinde. So we've in Mwinde we've put Prince Mumba who start in that position, and the rest will just remain the same. Okay.
Coach, all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Looking very humble there, Charles Wale, the coach of the under-20 national soccer team here in Zambia. Tell you what, let's get to your thoughts about what is going through his mind right now. Noah?
Yes, you know, the pressure is not yet off him because, you know, the way they started, although Zambia won against Malawi, the performance in the first half was not really up to scratch. But in the second half, they really turned the heat on. I hope they can even start the way they finished that game. So, and even the way they were playing from the back, they couldn't play. They were just hitting long balls and hoping for pick up the second ball. I hope his tactics will change in this encounter.
All right. Your impression. Let's get your prediction.
For me, it's very important for this team to exert themselves on from the word go, and then to be able to beat this DRC team. But I'll give it to Zambia this evening.
All right. Do you agree? I'm giving this to Zambia. Forget about your nationality. You know, but forget about that. Forget about your DNA. Let's talk about analysis. Are you seeing Zambia going past DR Congo? They're wounded, by the way.
Yes, they are. But on paper, I think Zambia will carry the day. But you'll see at the end of 90 minutes. But I'll give it to Zambia as well.
All right. Let's talk about DRC. They're coming into this encounter as a guest nation. They came in late. What quality do they bring to this tournament?
Look, their flair, their flamboyancy in how they play the ball. They love to be more on the ball. You know, the difference between DRC and Zambia is the pace. So with DRC, they will look to use their physicality to try and exert it and intimidate the Zambian team. But if the Zambian team now uses their advantage, that is the pace, and getting ahead of the Congolese team, and they will be able to hurt them. But if they can eliminate that body contact, they'll be, it will be advantageous to Zambia.
All right, Noah, you've played DRC. I want to believe in your career. What kind of opposition do they offer when you're playing them?
Yes, you know, they are very physical, but you know what, football is about intelligence, and that's what Zambia will give in this game. And I think that will make a really, really big difference in today's game.
All right, so how best do you beat? How do you beat DR Congo?
You know, okay, by beating another team, you have to score more goals than them. So the goals will really matter. But the goals will really count.
Before the goals, they need to use the ball more. They need to get the ball in spaces, get them to turn, get those big bodies to turn and see if they can catch you when you beat them.
So let me just get your prediction right. You're saying that Zambia is winning this one? Give us a scoreline.
2-0.
2-0. Do you agree, Noah?
Yeah, there will be goals, but I'll give a go to Congo DR to make it exciting. So I'll do it 3-1.
So we're in for a very exciting encounter. The host nation up against the guest nation in, of course, Congo DR. Who will carry the day? May the best team win. Stay with us here on COSAFA Sports as we bring you every action from the 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Youth Championship.
At World Remit, we started with a single goal: to create a better way to send money to Africa, a way that's faster and easier, to mobile, to bank accounts, to thousands of locations across Africa, anytime, anywhere. That's why millions of customers use our service. With World Remit, you can easily receive money from family and friends today. World Remit, a better way to receive money.
Every once in a while, something extra special happens. So special that it makes you question what you're seeing. Oh, no, he did. It's the kind of thing where superstars become legends, do the unthinkable. And survival is based on the skillest. You either go hard or you go home. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. The 2018-2019 NBA season, exclusive to COSAFA Sports.
The Inside Line. F1 News. Opinion.
I don't think I've ever missed a teammate in my life, because generally there's always another one that takes his place.
And exclusive videos.
The live, breathe, eat, sleep Formula One.
Able to turn and find the corner. A classic counter-attacking goal from Leicester City.
Register to participate in the inaugural Intra-African Trade Fair taking place from 11 to 17 December 2018 in Cairo, Egypt. IATF, transforming Africa.
Mopani Copper Mines, proud title sponsor of the 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship. Mopani, mining safely for the future.
And now the national anthem of Congo here.
Dans la paix citoyenne, Anthony, nous s'appelle notre souveraineté.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Nkana Stadium in Kitwe. It is the second match of today where we see DR Congo, the visiting nation, up against the record champions of this tournament in Zambia. 11 times they've been champions, and it's a very rare thing to see them be knocked out in the group stages. They did that last year, but they started very well this time around, winning their opening game. So they made changes here in this encounter. Prince Mumba, who came off the bench and scored a brace, does get a start today, as well as Benson Kolala, another player is starting today for the Zambian. 2 changes made here by the head coach of the side here. So that's how things are looking like. Bradley Mwene looking to keep another clean sheet. That is the nephew to Kenny Mwene, looking for another great game indeed here from a Zambian point of view. Lamek Banda got injured in the first game, but he's back in the starting 11. Once again, that's a young man who has done exceptionally well as far as the Zambians are concerned. So that's the team that is looking like here. So let's have a look at how the visiting nation of DR Congo is looking like. Nathan Mubwalwa, there's the man who was beaten twice in the first game. We're looking to keep things tight at the back. And then Steve Lebuela coming in for his first start of the tournament. Jackson Muleka as well as Ambala Nsingi, those are all making their first start of this tournament. Total of 3 changes we made by the head coach of DR Congo on the 20 side here. It is a game that we saw in 2016 when the two nations met. It was won by 2-1 by the Zambians. So the man in charge, that is Shifeleni Nehemia from Namibia, Venestancio Cosa from Mozambique, and then Petros Bingo coming from Eswatini, and for the official for today, Asiase Koto from Lesotho, and Johannes Muinjo from Namibia as the match commissioner for today, and then general coordinator Derek Blanken C. Before the game kicks off, the players are going through their drills as well, coach. I see a new culture, a new system of our players warming up ahead of the game. Coach Ernest.
Yes, there's a new culture indeed. But Brian, I must say, when you look at the Zambian team, the players, they look okay, but the other same players, they look very strong, physically fit. And by the way, Zambia, they're using the 4-1-2-3 formation, and DRC are using the 4-1-4-1 formation.
So we have now some of the players returning from the previous tournament for Zambia. Andrew Piri, Kinsley Akwia, as well as Lamek Banda and Edward Luchulufia. Those are the ones retaining. And also another player, Prince Mumba, another player from a previous edition in the starting 11. Benson Kolala was also in the starting 11. He's cutting a chance in the starting 11 here today. So some of the players that played previously back in the starting 11 today from a Zambian point of view. So if you look at the starting 11 today for Zambia, they've got 6 of the players that played in 2017 already. So Zambia will be taking your goals towards the right, and on your picture, and the DR Congo are taking the goals towards the left-hand side of a picture. So you can get involved and really have a chat with us on Hashtag Kwese Football. Group A match. DR Congo lost their opener yesterday. Zambia won their opener by 2-0. Now, who wants it the most? Who wants it the most? That is the question. We'll be looking at that closely in this match here today. Long ball forward already here from DR Congo. Trying to pick out a run from Nsingi. Cleared away by the Zambians to the near side of a failed run being made here. And that is Lamek Banda, young man who's on loan at Zesco United from Mamelodi Sundowns. But I was told that he's in training now with Sundowns already, looking to go back, so the technical team must make a decision whether they're going to keep the young Zambian or they're going to send him on loan again. He wanted to do very well in the first game, but just couldn't find the back of the net. And it was the player that came on the bench that eventually created the chances for the goals for the Zambians. So the first corner kick going the way of the visitors in DR Congo. Isaac Chibangu will take this one. Young man from Kinshasa, easily collected on the near side of a field. Plays football for Lokolo Moto. In years of age now, Chilufya, another one of those surviving third tournament for him in a row. From a Zambian point of view, in a COSAFA Under-20 Youth Championship, was there in South Africa in 2016 when they went on to win the tournament. Returned in 2017, he's back in 2018 yet again. About young Chilufya. "11 titles to the young Chipolopolo side. Looking for one more. Actually, look at their record also in this tournament. There they've performed. They lost in a final against Zimbabwe in 1985 and 1988. Against South Africa in 2004 and 2006. That final against South Africa, still the highest scoring final in the history of the COSAFA Under-20 Youth Championship. And they're knocked out in the group stages in 2007, 8, 13, and 17, respectively, Zambia. You have lost your opening game, your DR Congo. You have won your opening game, your Zambia. What will be your approach in this game?
I think the most important thing with Zambia, they're playing at home, and it's good for them to get their rhythm. They need to settle down early. They mustn't give DRC a chance to settle.
Yeah, the ball played in the middle of a park, collected by DR Congo, marching on forward in Nsingi. Nsingi on the near side, Nsingi into the penalty area. Nsingi to try and cross the ball back in. And close down well this time around. Zambia get the ball back in their own half. It's a long one sent forward from the Zambians. Run being made here by Chilufya, cannot get there. Or Chilufya cannot get there as the ball goes out. The coaches will be looking to see how they're going to come out of this and which of the two will walk away victorious. We'll find out in a bit. Ball play short, cleared away this time around from King's Kangwa rather. The one forward again. Here towards the far side of the field. Here comes the Zambian again on the far side. Early ball played in. Run being made here by Prince Mumba. Close down Mumba. Playing the ball short again. Back to Mumba. Support coming through from Lumbia for the Zambians. Challenging for the ball. It is Polala. Zambia quick to win the ball again. Here comes Chilufya. Short ball from him. Outside the penalty area, near side of a field. Marching on forward, Andrew Piri. Andrew Piri playing the ball short. Shot coming in from Mumba. Cleared away. Congo, the last nation to arrive in this tournament. This game should have been played on the opening day of this tournament. But because they were not around on hence the game had to be postponed and be played today, the DR Congo game. But I suppose to being one of the openers of this tournament. Here they are now, shot coming in, and this one going wide.
Mind you, Brian, they could not do the interviews before the game because it seems they didn't bring the physical trainer, so it's like the coach is the goalkeeper coach, is a physical trainer, and I think maybe he's a kit man as well.
No, we're not going to bring any story that happens in South Africa, a Jomo Sono type of situation. He does not do all of those things, so let's just stop right there. The coach is seeming to have his hands full at the moment, so that's the story. But then I have to say, football is played within the lines, and 11 versus 11, anything is possible. Here's DR Congo, long ball played into the penalty area. Good recovery coming through on the far side of the field. Some of these players from a Zambian point of view, former under-17 internationals. Part of the squad here, one young man, Bradley Mwene, only playing in his second game for the under-20s of Zambia. Fairly new player at this level. Come from the legendary Mwene family. His uncle is Kennedy Mwene. He is the nephew. So let's have a look at the challenge there. Free kick given to the Zambians. Still no goal scored in this game. We saw the first goalless draw today, by the way, between Angola and Botswana in this year's tournament. It was the first. And one just hoped that was the last as well, because they play such good football. I was having a chat with the Sundowns people saying that they're still making a decision whether they want to recall the player in Lamek Banda or they'll allow him to stay as a lone player where he is at Zesco United at the moment. So let's see now, the ball played in, it's a long ball into the penalty that cleared away. Still alive here for DR Congo, collected by the Zambians. So there is part of the fans that are watching Andy Kamanga, the first president, watching on at the moment. You can see there next to him, the title says COSAFA chairperson. So probably he's enjoying the game at the moment. Really took over from Kalusho Biala as the man in charge. So there are a lot, I've got to say, has happened in Zambian football since the 2012 edition when they won the AFCON. And there's been problems galore, missing out on the next edition, which now at the moment is up for grabs. Anybody can go for it, by the way. Of course, with the Cameroonians being stripped off as the hosts of the tournament, those that want to come in and take and can just go out and try their luck.
Yes, definitely, Brian. I think we need a stronger Zambia. This is a country that has presented us very well in the past. We need Zambia in the COSAFA region. This is the powerhouse of COSAFA region.
They saw there when you had a picture not so long ago. One of the executive members of FARS also watching on at the moment. So they're all coming out here. It is a brilliant opportunity for them to watch the young players. Last year, it was not a good performance for the Zambians last year in this tournament. They struggled to try and fight back in this tournament. Here's the man in charge of the senior team. Yeah, I tell you, at the moment, the decision is going to be made as to what goes on going forward for the Belgian. He'll be hoping that he will find some more gems to take into the senior team of Zambia in this tournament. He's been here day in, watching every action since this tournament started off. I tell you, you always have to say as a coach, you identify some talent here, you say maybe this might be the ones I can use going forward. If I say,
it's a tall order to fall because Reina did well for the national team.
is indeed one of those. I still remember the moment where one of the players was carried by the coach then. We have a Renard after they won the AFCON in 2012. And the captain of the side was Colonel Christopher Katongo. Of a team that giving that honorary, an honorary position all the way now to general, I'm told as well. So he's been moving around the ranks. He's a man that has done very well for the national team. Noah Shevuto also was part of that team. So Mwene collecting the ball, playing his football at University of Pretoria in South Africa. Takis is playing at the moment. Ball played in short near side of a field. Kingsley Akwiya, another surviving member of the under-20 team in 2017. Getting a chance again today. Offside given here against the Zambians as they march on forward. Six of the starters played in 2017 of this tournament. And some of those also were there in 2016, respectively. Chancing header! Glancing header away, shot coming in! Blocked by the Zambians. Brilliant tackle in a penalty area, had to be spot on. Otherwise, we'll be talking a different story. Here comes Chilufya. Gets the ball near side. Lamek Banda arriving. Away the ball is played. Andrew Phiri keeps it in play. Andrew Phiri, born in Lusaka. Played his football previously for Morning Stars. Currently playing for Kafue Celtics. 17 years of age. Andrew Phiri. Part of a team that did well at the under-17 level, promoted into under-20s. We all know what happened after that. Looking for a snapshot there on a 10 there. That is Mbala Nsingi from Kinshasa in DR Congo. Plays his football for AS Vita Club in DR Congo. First start in this tournament. Came off the bench in a previous encounter where they lost against Mozambique. The last time DR Congo were invited, they finished third overall in the tournament. That was in 2016. And their run in the tournament in 2016, not a bad one if you look at how they started also. Once again, they were the last nation to arrive in 2016 in South Africa. And then the opener, when they played, it was a goalless draw against the same Mozambique they lost 1-0 to yesterday. And their second game, DR Congo, in the 2016 edition, was the one they went on to win and get things going for themselves, winning by 2-0 against Comoros Island. Nathan Lusuki was a goal scorer. Enesita, the other goal scorer. Then they were to play in that combined group where they met Malawi. They won with Lusuki scoring a goal there for them to march on into the semi-finals. Then they met Zambia in the semis. They lost that by 2-1 with Shadrach Lukombe scoring a goal for them. Fashion Sakala as well as Boyd Musonda, the goal scorers for Zambia. Long ball in, header. This time still alive, kept in play. Near side of a field now. Here comes Mangindu's ball. Cleared away. The Congo get the ball back again. On the ball this time, it is Makangila. Laying the ball short towards Kikasa. Kikasa going wide towards the far side. Masakini. Getting collected on the far side of a field again for DR Congo. It is Fasika. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Mombailua is the man in charge as far as the goals are concerned. Here comes DR Congo. Kikasa. Born in Dolesi, DR Congo plays for FC Leopards, a team based in Dulesi. Team that gets involved year in, year out in the Champions League from DR Congo. Just like your TP Mazembe, 4-time champions of the Champions League. Also went on to win the Confederations Cup, TP Mazembe. As far as the championship in DR Congo is concerned, Mazembe is the one to talk about, as well as AS Vita Club. Central Africans players looking very big, I've got to say, Coach.
Yeah, no, the DRC players look very, very big, and they're playing like the matured players, really, indeed.
Just big in stature. This may just clarify that part. Here comes Lamek Panda on the near side of a field. Laying the ball short outside the penalty area. Shot coming in! Drilling one, and this one getting a touch will be a corner kick. Drilling one from range here was Benson Kolala. And almost found the opening here for the Zambians. Well, taking short, I have to say. So, corner kick will be Kolala. Gets a long one into the penalty area offside. Whenever you play the ball short from a corner kick, the chances of the player who played the ball the first time being onside are very slim.
Yes, very slim, blind, very slim.
So a chance there lost by the Zambians. Congo starting play from their own half, or outside their own penalty area, being put under pressure, ball get outside, and will come in as a throw in on the near side of the field. But just to talk about the experience of the players that the Zambians have. Oh! What a beauty! Kolala connecting to the ball. And on a volley, striking it straight into the back of the net. 1-0 Zambia. Kolala makes it 1-0 to the Zambians. Not so long ago, he took the shot that was cleared away and became a corner kick. And there's a celebration. There's a celebration. Mumba Kolala celebration. Zambia go 1-0 up.
It's a good goal for Zambia. Nobody was picking the goal scorer at the far post. Great goal, connected, good technique. But the guy was scored for Zambia.
I mean, Kolala did very well. They opened up his foot and then using the instep technique to just find and direct the ball into the back of the net. He used the power and the pace of the ball to slot it in.
And he never took his eyes off the ball.
So Kolala makes it 1-0 for the Zambians here in this game. What a strike, what a start to this game for the Zambians. He's been knocking, he found the back of the net finally. And he's appearing today for the Zambians. This is his 11th start for the under-20 of Zambia overall. And his first start in this year's tournament. It's made it 1-0 for the Zambians. Pressure being applied by the young Chipolopolo side, and they have been rewarded beautifully. Now, let's see how DR Congo will respond. So far, only one nation has qualified for the semi-finals, and that is Zimbabwe, winning 2 matches in a row. And because of the draw between Botswana and Angola, it means none of the teams in their group can catch them. So they have been confirmed as semi-finalists and also as group winners, by the way, because nobody can get to their points. So they've won the group. They'll only have to wait and see who they take on the next stage of this tournament. So let's have a look now how things will go in this game. Zambia leading by 1-0. DR Congo must dig deep and try and find the equalizer in this game. But they have their work cut out. Mozambique will know if they win their game today, they will be definitely in the semi-finals. So some skills being shown by the goalkeeper there. This is modern day goalkeepers, isn't it? Old goalkeepers long time ago, when the ball came to you, you send it forward. Nowadays the goalkeepers are showing skills and skills galore. So there's a Nathan. Mobailua is the man that's showcasing his skills there. In fact, the attack starts with the goalkeeper nowadays. Goalkeeper set things going forward. He starts the attack in modern football.
Yes, in modern football, the goalkeeper is a sweeper because he's the one who can read the game perfectly. That's why when you find with Guardiola at Man City, he wants everything to start with the goalkeeper.
So just confirmation of how the semi-finals will look like. So the winner of Group B will take on the best second place team in the tournament. And unless, for example, if Zambia wins here, they will know that they're definitely through into the semi-finals. And then Mozambique, on the other hand, also still has a chance to confirm as the winner of the group. So this group will probably be open. We'll know more or less what is happening after this game here today. So in the other game that he's on at the moment, Malawi, by the way, are leading by 1-0. And the man that has scored the goal is Peter Banda. He's one of the most wanted signature in the South African League at the moment. Buccaneers, one team. Bidvest one team. And I'm told now, even the big spending Sundowns are talking about him also.
Good youngster, lots of potential. One for the future.
Was the top scorer, by the way, in the under-17 level in 2016 before arriving for the tournament in under-20 level. Never played because he was injured for the Malawians. Young Peter Banda. Here comes the DR Congo on the near side. Ball collected very quickly by the Zambians.
He's been called up a couple of times to train with the senior national team, Peter Banda. He's shown a lot of promise at his age.
It was a marvel to watch also in the game against Zambia. Pity they lost that game. He worked very hard in that match as well. Here comes Zambia going forward early. Chance in there. Chulufia playing the ball to Lamek Banda. Chance in and passing the ball into the back of the net. Mumba goes and scores goal number 3. You got to talk about unselfishness. That's a team goal from Chulufia playing the ball towards Lamek Banda. Banda back again. Could have scored himself, but he realized Mumba was staying in a better position, playing the ball towards him, and Mumba making it 2-0 to the Zambians. And Mumba now has got 3 goals, the top scorer of this tournament.
That's great football there from the Zambians. What's Lamek Mumba showing there that no, he has to pass to his friend to score the goal. He could have scored himself, but that's football, brilliant football.
So Zambia now go 2-0 up here against DR Congo. Goalkeeper committed himself and then he went in. Lamek Banda, the cutback. At this stage I thought maybe they wasted a chance and DR Congo could cover and get the ball, but DR Congo was still caught napping on duty. And the Zambians make it 2-0 in a space of 24 minutes. They are in control. The young Chipolopolo celebrating at the moment. And they know that they have one foot in the next round. If they do hold on and win this one, then they know that when they play the last game against Mozambique, it will just be for a point. And there's the leader of the band. He's a happy man. He's showcasing some skills as well. I'm told his name is Pastor Makemba. We have got so many pastors around here lately. He's the man who's enjoying himself at the moment. Even Timothy Patabairo is actually slotting in the pastor mood. So let's see now. Here comes DR Congo, looking to find one goal at least in this game. Try and pull one back and make this a contest. Ball played wide on the far side. Long ball in, cleared away. Only as far as the middle of a park, collected near side of a field by Mawawu. Making a run here, it is Mangindu. Goalkeeper Bradley Mwene collecting the ball. So DR Congo 2-0 down against Zambia. Far side of a field, ball played in by Kings. Kangwa. Collected near side of a field here, Kingsley. Hakuya. Short one from Piri to Hakuya. Long one forward from Hakuya. Ilufia. Away the ball being cleared there by Makunda. Wawu. Man playing free ball for TP Mazembe. Come from Ishi in DR Congo. Far side of a field. Here comes Christopher Katongo. Short ball to Mumba. Mumba finding support from Kangwa. Kangwa Katongo. Katongo Mumba. Mumba playing the ball far side Kangwa. Kangwa still going. Kangwa middle of a park. Kangwa playing the ball across. And intercepted here by Oliver Lumbia. Back again to the far side. It is Katongo once again. Dancing around. Long ball forward. Lamek Banda, the intended recipient. Ball cleared away. Throw in will be to the Zambians. Next to the DR Congo dugout. Time flies when you're having fun, isn't it? 28 minutes played already. Yes, in this first half.
I'm sure the Zambian coach is very happy. I mean, played 27 minutes, they've scored 2 goals, and it seems now the players have settled down.
In the first half of this Group A match between DR Congo and Zambia, Mumba has gone to the ground. Challenge and has gone to the ground, Mumba, for the Zambians. And the drum starts on the far side of a field. They're enjoying themselves. Their team is leading here by 2-0. Prince Mumba from Solwezi. Played his football for Solwezi Academy before joining Kabwe Warriors. He's now playing in his 8th cap for the under-20s. Today, scored a total of 5 goals now at this level. Here they are now, cutting inside for the Zambians. Lufia closed down. Free kick given against him. Lufia scored a goal in the 2016 edition of this tournament for the Zambians. And he was amongst those alongside Mwepu in last year's tournament as well. They were the senior players in last year's tournament. Now leading by 2-0. He's the captain of the side this year.
I thought he was going to give an advantage there.
Referee near the action and calling for that one. And about Chalufia. Chalufia was also in a final when they played against South Africa in the 2016 final. Alongside your Patsen Dakar, your Boyd Musondas, your Fashion Sakala. Solomon Sakala was there, Moses Nyondo, Prosper Chiluya, Enoch Mwepu, as well as Mangani Banda, all in the team there. Crispin Sakulanda also there. So there's also a player injured in a moment now. Johnson for the third goal, and the keeper came out, cleared out the line. And the keeper went in no man's land and almost got out. But cleared away finally by Idumba Fasika to get that ball away. And Fasika Idumba coming across to get that ball out. I tell you, everything was done right. But good cover from the defenders to get that ball away. Corner kick will be to the Zambians. Benson Kolala will take, goes long this time. Comfortably collected by the goalkeeper. Mobailua will restart play at the back. Zambia 2, DR Congo 0. COSAFA Under 20 Youth Championship for 2018. Mangindu's ball. Forward he goes. Collected here by Nsingi. Nsingi is brought down. Free kick given by the referee.
Zambians are giving away free kicks in dangerous areas because the DRC players, they've got good height. They must be careful because they could be punished.
Chance here now for the DR Congo to try and pull one back in this match. They are 2-0 down at the moment. Bradley Mwene standing on the line there for Zambia. Two-man wall they have near the ball. Let's see. It's a long ball played in, easily cleared away by the Zambians. Perfect height. Here comes Wamba Kikasa. And the ball short towards the far side. Collected Mama Kangila. Patoba. Here the other moment. Ball played on the far side of the field. Long one forward, cleared away. Out goes the ball near side of a field. So 33 minutes of football played already between the two nations. Zambia 2-0 to the goods. Here Congo looking to fight back in this game. Looking to fight back in this game. Here comes Nsingi making a run forward. Nsingi gets there and Nsingi caught right at the edge of a penalty area. It was just a yard outside. And that was challenge late coming in this time around from a Zambian player. Catching Nsingi. And the first yellow card, Brendan Shear by the referee. I don't know what he's complaining about. He caught the player. I do footballers want to complain whenever you go on a challenge, you catch the player, you can actually feel when you catch a player, and he still denies, he still doesn't believe it should have been a free kick given. So yes, first yellow card has been given, and that going the way of Gideon. Gideon Mayinda is the man that gets yellow carded. Another chance for a set piece for DR Congo. Well, let's see how they're going to take this one. Good position. The referee having a word to the players. Here comes DR Congo. Forward, stayed in! Oh, how did they stay out? Beautifully taken, drilled, and through the wall, almost into the back of the net, but good recovery from the goalkeeper Bradley Mwene, and the defense were totally switched on as they got the ball away. Have a look at this. Mwene got a touch, and then the man that cost the free kick cares and tidies up at the back.
Good reaction from the defenders there.
He knows he caused the free kick, and had that gone in, he was in trouble. Got that away. It is Mayinda, plays his football for Lusaka Youth Sport Academy. Played previously for Nampundu AFC, also played for National Assembly for arriving where he is at the moment. Playing South Africa, who used to play for the same National Assembly. In there's about Kampani Lungu, playing his football for SuperSport United. Former player for National Assembly, brilliant player to watch. Trying to play for Dynamos before eventually joining SuperSport.
The goalkeeper very sharp off his line there.
First half coming to an end. 8 minutes left before we come to the end of this first half. Long ball in. Very wishful there from mid-range. Goal kick will be now to Bradley Mwene. That player at the back here for the Zambians. First half of this Group A encounter. Ball has gone out of play and will be a throw-in near side of a field. The Zambians, something they're doing well. They've scored 4 goals now without conceding one. So they might need those goals, especially given the fact they still have to play Mozambique in their last game of this group. Because if, for example, should they play Mozambique and lose against Mozambique, then their goals that they've scored might just come in handy.
And if Malawi win today and then the next game they beat DRC, then both are going to be on 6 points.
No, they'll be on 3 points.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, if they all go, we might find a 3-way tie with everybody on 6 points, but still early times. Because they still have to go through this game first, and then Malawi needs to finish that game against Mozambique as well. The winners of Group A takes on the winners of Group C. I can tell you, they will already know at the end of today who the winners of Group C are, and that is Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe is waiting the winner of Group A. And Zimbabwe can afford to probably bring in slightly fringe players in the last game and rest the key players ahead of the semi-finals in their last group match. Because they already confirmed their place in the semi-finals. They've already confirmed winning the group. So nobody can go above them. There's the man in charge now. He's in charge for the first time in this tournament, by the way. Last year it was a different coach. In fact, for the 3 tournaments of the under-20s, and look at the way things have gone for the team of the Zambians, you realize that for every tournament in the last 3 years, they've brought a different coach on the bench. There's always this argument about why the assistant coach will be the most vocal on the benches of the teams. And I realize it's become a trend lately, where the coach will sit down, the assistant coach will be the most vocal, telling players what to do next. I think it's just one of those where there's an understanding within the bench, technically.
Yeah, I'm sure it's an understanding between the technical department. But I think it's important. The players, they need to know that there's only one leader, because sometimes to get instructions from different coaches, it becomes difficult, to make difficult for the players.
Spoken like a coach. Spoken like a head coach defending head coaches. Then we had Peri Mutapa up. Now I can tell you, Peri Mutapa is sitting down, and Charles Biala is sitting down. Another technical member is standing up now from the bench of Zambia, outside of a picture. Everybody involved. All hands on deck. Now all 3 are up outside of the dugouts, outside of a picture. Let's see now, a chance in for DR Congo, perfectly poised. And collected by the goalkeeper.
To be honest, Brian, it's not allowed. It's only one person on a technical can stand up at any given time.
That's the job of the near side official. It is the fourth official to be able to tell them one has to sit down. He's enjoying the game also. It's a good game at the moment.
It is.
Between the two nations. The man that took the set piece for DR Congo was Justin Muleka. Now here comes Chilufya. Chilufya step overs, goes on inside Chilufya. Playing the ball towards the far side. Kolala playing the ball. Eli Kolala gets a return. And that's a let off. Long one forward from Mobailua. They're down the middle of the park for the Zambians. Meantime, DR Congo will attack. So Mumba has the ball. Mumba clears. Sends the ball out for his teammate to get attention from Medix. It's a tough day at the office, I've got to say. These players have been running very hard in this heat, and it seems like he was caught. But he went down on his own. So I'll probably try and see what happened to him before he went down. That is the first goal scorer, Kolala. 2-0, Zambia leading against DR Congo. But there's a chance also. Water break, new instructions. Everybody's talking on the bench also. Players getting some fresh instructions what they need to do in this game. How do they hold on to this lead? How do they manage the game, given the fact that they're leading at the moment?
Yes, Brian, they are leading at the moment, but this is a crucial moment. There's only about 4 minutes to go to halftime. They need to be, they need to concentrate 100%.
So Kolala is finally up. And those that have come out to enjoy the game here at the Ghana Stadium. The team played yesterday and they've progressed to the next stage, by the way. Remember also Zesco doing well. So there's been plenty of action here in Zambia. In fact, around the continent in CAF Champions League, CAF Confederations Cup, and all the different qualifiers that are coming up. Two minutes remaining before we come to the end of the first 45 minutes between Zambia and DR Congo. Yes, DR Congo, Makangila playing the ball to the near side of the field. Mawawu, long ball into the penalty area. Good run being made there. Keeper still in there, chance in, and then miscue clearance. Almost scored a beautiful own goal. Miscued clearly, almost into the back of the net. Christopher Katongo almost found the back of the net with a beautiful goal that had gone in. And the goalkeeper goes on and holds on to that one. Christopher Katongo, man from Kasama in Zambia.
No.
Appeals there for a penalty. In fact, it was Kolala, by the way. It's not even Katongo. Apologies to Katongo. It was Kolala who got the ball. It was the number 12, Kolala, who miscued that one. Not even Katongo. So we have to apologize to Katongo. He did nothing wrong. He was far from the action. So Kolala almost scored for both teams.
I think Balam Singh there, the number 18 of DRC, was supposed to get a card for that. He took a dive.
Yeah, it should have been a card for simulation. If you don't give a penalty, then simulation should have been the decision. And the referee gave none and issued none. So we are playing in the 2 minutes added on, according to the fourth official. Still, the scoreline remains 2-0 in favor of the host nation. Yeah, Congo back in possession. Mumba gets the ball back. Mumba is pulled back. Free kick given against DR Congo. The challenge again there. Wamba Kikasa. Referee not far from the action. Long ball forward. More goals scored today. 4 earlier on today. Add to the tally from yesterday. Number of goals continuing. Rising with every match. Number of goals scored in this tournament this year.
I think it's about 21 now.
Long ball played in, header coming in. Collected. It's about 20. It was by yesterday. At the end of yesterday, it was 17. So already seen now 5 and then 2 more. So 7 more is 24 goals scored already in the number of goals scored in this year's tournament. So that's how we come to the end of the first half of this match between Zambia and DR Congo, the host nation, leading here by 2-0. Kolala took a beauty, and then the second goal was a team goal. Everybody getting involved. It all started by the captain, Chalufia, who went wide, playing the ball towards Lamek Banda. Banda cut the ball back to an oncoming player in Prince Mumba. And Mumba said, thank you very much. Let me go up in the tallies to join Dalika Murimba for his third goal of this year's tournament. So halftime scoreline here at the Nkana Stadium. It is Zambia leading here by 2-0 against DR Congo. There was some moment for DR Congo to try and find a goal, but they just couldn't do so. Brian Mulamba standing by with Timothy and Noah.
Mopani Copper Mines, proud title sponsor of the 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship. Mopani, mining safely for the future.
The 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship, 2 to 14 December. 12 African nations are competing in this prestigious tournament. Mopani Copper Mines, proud title sponsor of this championship. Building a sustainable future through youth development. The 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship, brought to you by Mopani Copper Mines.
At World Remit, we started with a single goal: to create a better way to send money to Africa, a way that's faster and easier, to mobile, to bank accounts, to thousands of locations across Africa, anytime, anywhere. That's why millions of customers use our service. With World Remit, you can easily receive money from family and friends today. World Remit, a better way to receive money.
Usually before, like, I run a race, like, usually the night before, the nervousness really kicks in because it's like, oh crap, I gotta run tomorrow. Like, you know, this is my chance. Like, if I don't do well, then, you know, this is it. So that's kind of the state I'm in right now. I just feel excited to see what I can do because I've been really working for this moment, you know, this whole season. And after last season not making the Olympic team, I just feel like I have that extra oomph to, like, do good.
For Candace to qualify for the World Championship would mean a great deal for both me as her coach and her as an athlete. At 18 years of age, she'd be one of the youngest to ever qualify in the women's sprints event. So that'd be really exciting for her.
Making the world team would mean the world to me. I feel like I put in so much work and I just want to, like, see myself, I guess, get the benefits from it and, you know, be successful.
Turn it on for you. Make a stand, put your hand where you can shine through. Turn it off for me.
At halftime here at the Nkana Stadium, it's the host nation Zambia who go to the dressing room smiling after a 2-0 lead so far at the expense of DR Congo. We're coming in as the guest nation at this year's tournament. What a game we have seen, gentlemen. Are you shocked by the results so far? No?
Not really shocked, just, you know, it was expected. The way they finished off the game against Malawi, Zambia, they continued from there. They've dominated the game, they've scored those 2 crucial goals, and I think now they should just continue the way they've started the first half and see the game through in the second half.
Timothy, are you shocked?
I'm not really shocked. Yeah, I think they're the better team on the day. They are playing the conditions. They're not running with the ball more often. They're using more of the ball to do the, you know, the running. And it was just a matter of time, you know, given the fact that, you know, we had this DRC team, you know, playing yesterday. You have to pass the ball more so that you can tire them quicker. And again, I'm not surprised that Zambia is leading.
Let's take you to the first goal. It was Benson Kolala who found the opener in the 17th minute of the first half. What a goal this one, Noah.
Yes, you know, great build-up, the hold up from Chilufya, the cross, and just the finish. You know, you can do those ones at training ground, maybe 10 of them, you can't even get one right. But he connected that volley so well, and the keeper had no chance.
Great composure by Benson. Timothy, must be impressed with what he's done.
For me, credit to this young man, Andrew Piri, who's willing to get into those channels. You know, he's the right back, but, you know, he's the one crossing the balls. But again, for me, it's very important to know the contribution of Edward Chirufya. He draws in the defenders onto himself, and then he releases the ball at the right time. And what a wonderful footed ball for this Kolala to meet the ball and finish well.
Awesome stuff. At this point, it somewhat unsettled the visitors in DR Congo, isn't it?
Yes, and the fatigue also with them, you know, the fact that they played yesterday. So, and those 2 goals, quick 2 goals really unsettled them. Now they are facing a uphill battle to come back in the second half.
Zambia wasn't done yet after scoring that one. They still went on and fought for the second goal. It came along. Goodness me, what some wonderful football being displayed by the 11th champion here, Noah.
It's Namek Banda feeding the ball again to that man, Edward Chirufya. And then Edward Chirufya plays another 1-2 ball back to Banda, and then laying off the ball to again Andrew Piri to throw that ball, finding Chris, Mumba to finish that. He has got that nose for being in that kitchen always, preparing the food. He's always ready to serve it, and it's no surprise it's 2-0 too.
No, it explains why the coach had to bring him in to start this game.
Yes, and you know what? The one who's sitting, Oliver, the way he's sitting, he gives a luxury, and Kolala, they give a luxury for Chris Mumba really to push forward as number 10, and he's really doing well in that role because he's always in the box there, bouncing to those kind of balls. But you know what, with Lamek, the chance he had at the first, being a striker, you know, he has to be taking chances. I know they scored a goal, but he has to take a shot from there, because if that chance Prince Mumba missed, would would have been saying, why did you take a shot? He must, if you're inside the box, take a chance, you're a striker.
All right. From what happened, you get the feeling that, when the game was going on, at some point, it looked like, the guest nation, DRC Congo, had a better part of the game. They deserve to go in front.
Look, I think Zambia will have to, I think the coach will have to talk to the likes of, Kingsley, the defenders and Muyinda. They are having those clumsy, fouls at the edge of the box. That's very dangerous. Congo has got some decent players who are good at those free kicks. We have got a few, they have been kept in the game by, by Bradley Mwini, saving the ball and, Muyinda picking up the loose ball to clear the line. But it's very important that they stay on their feet, their defenders, and then you guide the opponent, the strikers, out of your goal area. You cannot commit a tackle if you're not sure of winning it.
All right, Noah, if you look at how Zambia is playing, even in the first game, they'll let you have the ball, but when they have the ball, they'll make sure they make use of it, get the desired goals.
Yes, but just the build-up, still they are lacking, the build-up from the back. They are really hitting a long ball, then they bounce on a second ball, because they've got skillful midfielders who can really use that ball well. But, sometimes they're hitting long balls and then they bounce on a second ball. It's not really sometimes working, they are losing the balls unnecessary. But when they have the ball, they are in control of it. Everyone is, and the confidence with these boys now is so high now.
Awesome stuff. So as things stand right now, the host nation in Zambia leading by 2-0 at the expense of visitors DR Congo. We're in for a very exciting second half. Boy, oh boy, you do well to stay with us here on Quest of Sports.
Mopani Copper Mines, proud title sponsor of the 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship. Mopani, mining safely for the future.
The 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship, 2 to 14 December. 12 African nations are competing in this prestigious tournament. Mopani Copper Mines, proud title sponsor of this championship. Building a sustainable future through youth development. The 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship.
Fellas, we gotta enjoy the journey. We gotta enjoy the process. We gotta enjoy the grind each and every day.
This is it.
Back and putting on a show.
We've seen warriors collide, titans go blow by blow, and countries unite to conquer the world. Gone further than ever before. Reached new borders and touched new souls.
How do you do that?
This year, we've made every second count.
And stretches for a touchdown. Touchdown.
In 2019, we'll continue to turn up the heat and raise every trophy high.
The hosts Uruguay took to the field with Ghana the opponents, and Ghana was soon causing problems. The first goal came on 20 minutes, tucked away by Mumuni. Lovely turn, clever finish, and good wing work from Grace Anima soon set up another. 25 minutes played, and the header from Mukarama Abdullahi made it 2-0. Towards the end of the half, there was an unpleasant incident that saw ultimately 2 players go off injured. Goalkeeper Sosa for Uruguay, and also Mumuni was involved in that collision. The goals continued to flow after the break. The substitute Pokua with a calm finish past the substitute goalkeeper Agustina Caraballo. And best of all, we all love it, don't we, when the referee hits the turf. The substitute Suziteye set up number 4. The second of the game for the captain Abdullahi. What a calm finish this was. Uruguay were finding it very difficult against strong, determined and well organised opposition. And in time added on, A toe poke finish from Abdullahi made it 5. A great night for Ghana, very tough for Uruguay.
Register to participate in the inaugural Intra-African Trade Fair taking place from 11 to 17 December 2018 in Cairo, Egypt. IATF, transforming Africa.
Mopani Copper Mines, proud title sponsor of the 2018 COSAFA Under-20 Championship. Mopani, mining safely for the future.
We are about to experience the second half of the game between Zambia and DR Congo. The halftime score line, easily there was the Zambians in charge, leading by 2-0. They'll be watching closer to see what's going to happen in the second half. Can they go out? Can they come back and wrap this game up as they come out? Or are things going to change in the second half from a DR Congo point of view? We'll be watching and to see what will happen in the second half. These are the Zimbabweans. They've already qualified for the semi-finals, and we'll be watching closer to see who will take them on in the next stage. Do remember, the opponent will come from this game, so that's how things will be. So, Coach, who do you bring in if you are Zambia? Or do you just keep things the way they are at the moment?
I think, Brian, for the first 20 minutes, I'll keep the things as they were, because I think so far they've done well. Just for the coach, I'm sure, to ask the players not to lose concentration, because especially the first 10 minutes of the second half is very crucial.
So we are sitting now at the moment. It is still Zambia up against DR Congo. The second half gets underway. Zambia taking your goals towards the left-hand side of your screen, all green and a bit of white, while the DR Congo will be taking the goals towards the right-hand side of your picture. They need 2 goals to level matters, and they need furthermore, if they want to win this match, it is all about fighting very well, yeah. DR Congo wearing blue shirts, a bit of red, and blue socks, or blue shorts, rather socks, and red shorts as well for DR Congo. Now they will be looking to find the first goal for this tournament, rather, because they lost their opener and they're trailing by 2-0. Yes, there's a moment, key player from them in the first half, rather. The key player was Mbala Nsingi, the number 18 on the ball now on the far side of the field. In fact, he's the man that I feel, for me, should have at least gotten something with the performance that he's shown in the first half of this match against Zambia. Here they are now, penalty area, appeals. Nothing wrong, says the referee. Long ball played forward again. Congo gets the ball back on the far side. It is Mawawu, Makunda. Still Makunda, Mawawu. Put under pressure. Clears the ball out on the far side of the field. So the Zambians against DR Congo. Still the record champions, leading here by 2-0. It will mean 4 goals in 2 matches for the Zambians. And if the game does end this way, it will mean 3 goals conceded in 2 matches for DR Congo. Here they're on the ball, free kick given. Isaac Chibangu going to the ground. Isaac Chibangu. He's the youngest player in the squad, alongside the men on the bench in Madoj, Apiono. Those players are only 15 years, by the way, for DR Congo. Born on the 17th of May 2003. Here they are now on the ball. It is Ebuela. Long ball in, cleared by the Zambians. Falls to a DR Congo player. Zambia can finally clear their lines. And they give possession away. Collected again. DR Congo near side fighting for the ball. Straight at the man in front of him. Challenge coming in. Piling pressure. Chibangu on the ball. Short ball from him. Back to Chibangu's. Long ball to the far post. Keeper coming out. And Andrew Peary gets there first and clears the ball for Zambia. Andrew Peary clears the ball for the Zambians. Yeah, in the second half of this match. Here comes Chilufya going forward. Chilufya taking over his marker. Back toward Chilufya. Eventually going to the ground. Eventually going to the ground there. That is Chilufya.
A good pass by Lamek Banda there with the outside of the foot. Very good technique.
Scoreline remains 2-0 to the Zambians. Chilufya scored in 2016. Last year they found it difficult to find the back of the net. Mwepu scored twice for the Zambians, but it proved to be too little too late for them. Here they are now on a set piece outside the penalty area. Ball is collected by Kings, Kangwa, and Lamek Banda step forward. Banda, there's an up and under, and straight to the stands. You can see what the coach thinks of that particular one.
Look, the Springboks, I'm sure they will love Lamek Banda.
Lamek Banda made a mistake, but he has been given another chance here by the DR Congo. They want to see it again. So he'll take the corner on the near side of the field. I mean, Lamek Banda going to the ball with King Skangwa, the one that eventually will look to take this one. But he leaves it for his captain, Edwards. Chilufya playing the ball short to Kings. Back to Chilufya's long ball to the far post. Header! Just wide from the Zambians. That ball being put wide here for Zambia. Well taken corner kick, I have to say. This is a drill from a training ground. We can see they knew what they were doing there. And a late run been made here by Kingsley Aquia. Just putting the ball wide. DR Congo now going forward. Zambia get the ball back. Lamek Banda on the ball. It's a good ball this time around. Slightly overcooked today. The ball we played in. Chilufya did well to hold his run and wait for the ball to be played in, but just not the right weight on that ball. Too much.
The weight was just too much.
Idumba Fasika. Chilufya on the ball himself, goes in wide. Far side of the field, Zambia into the penalty area. Zambia going, drilling one in, and the keeper making a save, putting the ball wide. And they thought they were going to sneak in, almost sneaking in behind the goalkeeper. Corner kick given to Zambia. As a grass cutter, literally putting it on the grass, no chance for the keeper. And the only thing the keeper could do was just to push that one wide. Power in that ball. Let's see now. Corner kick again to the Zambians. Corner kick, Zambia. Far side of the field. 2-0, they're leading. Long ball in. Header coming in. Out the ball goes. Another corner kick to Zambia.
Signs of fatigue is showing in the DRC players. Mind you, they played yesterday, and I'm sure they traveled by road from DRC to come here, which is not easy. It's tiring.
Another corner, another long one. This time variation. Oh, cleared again here by DR Congo. Back on the ball. Here comes the Central Africans near side of the field, and Tibangu trying to get there, but he's easily dispossessed. A free kick given as Prince Mumba goes to the ground. Prince Mumba is the one to watch, coach. Every time he gets the ball, there's somebody watching him on the way.
He's a great player, somebody to watch indeed.
Prince Mumba from Solwezi in Zambia. So I'm telling you the score in the other game is 2-0 now. Malawi in control of their encounter against Mozambique. Always an interesting tie there. Malawi not leaving anything to chance. They'll want to fight their own battles.
Very interesting indeed.
Yes, Mumba arriving late. He scored that before he even touched the ball. He saw his name in the morning tomorrow on headlines, and also saw his name being spoken about on the local TV channel to say he stole the day once again, but it's just never going to happen. So it's 1-0 the scoreline. The administrator that is in charge of the department is really getting all mixed up, I've got to say. You deploy people to do admin work somewhere, and they give you wrong numbers. I know spectacles work sometimes, you know. So still 2-0 in favor of Zambia. So just to correct the scoreline, still 1-0 in favor of Malawi. Yeah. So coach, somebody just gave the second goal. They were just trying to give Malawi the second goal. Blaming the administration. Don't blame me. Long one forward. And now the ball goes on the far side of the field. Taken quickly. Congo. And then caught. Nothing wrong, says the referee. Coach, let's have a look at this first. We'll talk about that penalty appeal. Lamek Banda's ball. And the defender taking back. Makunda Mawawu puts the ball out. Corner kick will be. We'll have a look at the penalty appeal shortly. Let's see first here. Let's see the penalty appeal. Let's see this. Pitch 1, pitch 2. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. There's no way that can never be given to her. That's a penalty. The ball was gone. He caught him late. And a second appeal, and that's been turned down. And I tell you, Ernest said no penalty at all. I don't know what I don't know, what is that South thing or what there, Ernest?
Look, blind, I don't know. Tend to differ. It doesn't look like a penalty to me.
Okay, we'll try and get that again and different angle again for the same appeal. Because I tell you, I'm already saying it's a penalty. You say no. You are the coach. I'm a commentator. So we'll leave it with you for now. But I think the laws of the game does not really matter who's in charge. The referee is the one in charge. We'll have a look at that in a bit. So I tell you, 11 minutes gone in the second half. Depending on which side you're sitting, whether you're sitting on the southern part of the fence or the Zambian part or the central end, see Zambia now in a penalty area. Corner kick Zambia. Corner kick Zambia. So Shifeleni Nehemiah is the man in charge there. Beats one, beats the second, ball is gone.
Oh yes, blind, it is a penalty. Because he didn't touch the ball, he touched the man there.
I saw that first time. So we need to visit the optometrist again, coach. Because yours gave you a wrong deal. Mine is spot on. So that's one mistake in this game. And there, the DR Congo, we're all appealing for the referee having none of it. When I spoke to the instructor, referee's instructor, Felix, when he arrived, he said, please be kind to my referees because I'm grooming them for the future. And they're not doing themselves any favor with that decision there.
No, not at all. Not at all, Brian.
So amongst those that have come out to watch the game today, were the likes of Beston Chambeshi, I saw him. Amongst those that are sitting on with the current head coach of the Zambians. He's the man who really took over as the caretaker coach after Western Nyirenda went to South Africa to take over Baroka. So he is watching at the moment. So we are now in the second half of this match. Short ball played in. Tibangu dispossessed. Ball collected again. Near side of the field, Stephen Buela. Long one forward. So there's the brains of Zambian football. That is sitting there, the head coach at the moment, Sven van der Broek, the man from Belgium, the man in charge of the Zambian team. The man that was sitting at some stage as the caretaker coach after Western Nyirenda left is sitting to his right there in Betson Chambeshi. Was also in charge of the under-20s at some stage. Also Nkana team that was Power Dynamos amongst others. So he's watching on. These are the brains entrusted with the future of Zambian football. A lot to think about at the moment, especially given how things have gone. In fact, Chambeshi is now sitting at Nkana. So he did well yesterday, by the way. I remember the hotel were given some good food after Nkana did well and Zesco did well. So we're hoping for more performance like that before we leave the country.
Mind you, they won away from home in Mozambique as well.
Yeah, so that was a good one indeed, yeah.
I think, but what's important is I think we need to give our local coaches a chance. We need to give the same support that we give to the European coaches. I think it's important. We need to believe in our coaches as well.
I heard some story that you are going to a team. Which team are you going to, coach? Is that the one that fires after 3 months?
Brian has just demoted me. He says I'm the former coach of the under-20 of the Malawi.
I was just asking, just check. I know you're the senior team, so I mean, I'm just thinking maybe you want to go and try club football.
Yeah, no, yes, I'm looking forward to be involved in one of the clubs.
Which one is it? Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now, because I remember the one that I wanted to talk to you, say go and take over. You're not happy with the fact that your lifespan is only a month and a half. You wanted something longer. So the province of Limpopo was calling, you didn't want to go there. So same as the province of Eastern Cape, you didn't want any of those. So we'll see. Maybe you'll go to your former employers in the Buccaneers, eh?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, football.
Yeah, football.
So an hour of football has been played already, still 2-0 in favor of the Zambians. So you're watching on at the moment. Idumba Fasika playing the ball short to the near side, collected here. Even Abuela. Back again towards Idumba Fasika. Goes into the far side of the field. Makunda Mawawu. Support coming in now from Patoba Makangila. Here comes Idumba Fasika. Over the center, they've gone now to the near side of the field. It is Abuela looking for chance. Abuela's long ball in. Keeper comes out, header coming in. And over the crossbar the ball goes. He just couldn't bring the ball down. And the ball has gone out. Jackson Muleka looking to find the back of the net. TP Mazembe man. So far, he has been the man that has really been probing Stephen Abuela. And I realized that Mbala Nsingi has become very quiet in the second half of Mbala Nsingi.
Look, in the first half, he worked his socks off. Now I think it's getting a little bit tight. He's got the presence. He can hold the ball. He can hit the ball. He's been working very hard.
So just like in the first game, the young man who eventually left the field of play, that is Banda walking off. They have chosen the best seat ever. Trees, nature covering them. They won't feel the sun at all. So in the last game we saw Lamek Banda left the field of play injured. He's been stretched off the field again today. And the hero of the first game coming on once again off the bench. So it looks like Muia Malumo is about to come on. The man who played the football for Vulcan FC in the UK is about to come on. When he came on in the first game, he changed the game completely. Alongside Prince Mumba. They combined for the goals that Zambia scored. So he will be introduced yet again today off the bench. Young man. Malumo, born in Luanshya, hometown of Noah Chivuta. Comes in, former Wigan Athletics player. Comes in now, 19 years of age, for his second appearance in this tournament. Here comes Zambia going forward. And then it's Chilufya looking for his own. Ball collected again by the fresh player. Chance into Mumba! Put it wide. Prince Mumba almost scored his 4th goal of the tournament and puts that one wide. The ball was played in beautifully towards him, unmarked, and he had to try and lose his marker first. And he tried to pull that ball, dragged it wide, but way too wide. Keeper coming out, and a goal kick given to the Zambians. Well, the latest score in the other game played at Shinde, it is now 1-1. Malawi 1, Mozambique 1 in the game. Malawi 1, Mozambique 1. What that will mean also, coach, because now it's like this year, we won't have to take out calculators and take off shoes and start counting. Things are looking much better. The teams are making life easier for grown-ups like myself and you. You know, we don't have to worry about such things. Yes. Ran Mulamba would have been better to do the calculations, but he also will not have much work to do comes the last matches of the group stages. Of course, should things end the way they are at the moment with Zambia winning and Mozambique drawing in the other game, it will mean then, here comes Mumba, playing the ball short to the far side. Well read this time around here by Henok. Mangindu sends the ball long. Now the fans having the unrest as always, the Zambian fans. So what does it mean, coach? If the game does end this way, it will mean that Zambia would have therefore progressed to the semi-finals as well.
Yes, yes.
And it will mean that Mozambique will go into the last game knowing that all they have to do is decide whom they want to play in the next round.
Yes.
If they want to play, for an example, Zimbabwe in the next round, then they will push to win against Zambia for them to win the group. But if they want to play, say, for an example, any of the 3 teams in Group B, would have been South Africa, would have been Mauritius, or Eswatini, they'll decide then what they want to do in that game. A draw would be good enough for them. Twisting and turning on the far side of the field. Ball play short, cleared away by the Zambians. They can go on their own attack once again. Chester down. Mumba. Nice 1-2 towards Lumbia. Left-hand side of the field here, collected by Kangwa. Kangwa look for support. Lumbia is there again. Lumbia finding support from Kolala. Kolala goes into the far side of the field. It is a Zambian again in the ball. Hakuya finding support, laying the ball short. It is Kangwa. Over now to the middle of Kolala is there. Kangwa collects the ball again. Taking over Kangwa for the Zambians. Looking for an opening. Good ball, played in Kolala now. Chance for him outside the penalty area. And then Chuluf, it is a chance in this time around. And a run we made here by Malumo. Malumo easily one away from him. There's a chance again. Good ball played in. And Lumo arriving, and that ball collected. There are plenty of scouts here as well, coach, who are looking for talent. Take to the respective teams. And the man that caught the eyes of everybody today has to be the Angolan attacker or winger in Milson or Felicio Joao. What a player. In jersey number 11 in an earlier game for the Angolans.
Yes, Brian, some great talent indeed. This is the right time to catch these youngsters. Look, Sundowns, they signed Lamek about 3 years ago, and I hope the boy he's not gonna lose his confidence. He's got it. He's gonna play somewhere for sure.
Was sent on loan to Zesco this season. Lamek Banda. You know the Sundowns are looking to weigh the option to decide whether they'll send him back or they'll recall him to the team. With them having to be fighting different, they got a league in South Africa. They have a Champions League to think about. They've got the FA Cup coming up also next year. So it's a lot to fight for. Peter Musimane's side already been knocked out of 2 trophies in South Africa this year already.
I think the advantage that Lamek has, he's got edge on his side, and I know Pizzo is trying to rebuild the team.
Here comes the DR Congo. Wamba Kikasa. Wamba Kikasa again for DR Congo. It is still Kikasa. Tustin and Tenning. Wamba playing the ball short, middle of a park, collected this time around by Makangila. Goes in wide. Still, ball plays short now to their captain Batista Masikini. Cleared away. Middle of a park. Tustin and Tenning. Jackson Muleka playing the ball short again to the near side. It is Kikasa. Long ball this time around into the penalty area. Getting into each other's way. Captain play, DR Congo. Back again to the captain, Masikini. Middle of a park, across the center circle to the near side. Still DR Congo looking to pull one back. Wide and near side, offside given against DR Congo. Steven Abuela, the man penalized for DR Congo. 20 minutes remaining and counting. Zambia leading by 2-0 against the DR Congo. You guys are sitting at half time in a change room and your team is not doing well. I know as a coach you try and be calm and try and give instructions when you're really being thumped. What do you say to your players at half time?
It depends.
You won't be this calm when your team is losing by 5 at half time. There'll be shoes and everything thrown around in a change room. Is that what do you do when you meet and you're discussing football at the highest level? To say, go in there, be calm. Oh, now that's a Chuck Norris movement there in the middle of a park. And Prince Mumba has gone to the ground. And the referee brandishing another yellow card this time around a DR Congo player. That was way too high to try and go for that. Using the boot ahead, that would have been a better option. And Mumba caught, and Mumba is up again. Fighting again. So yellow card recipient. It is Batista Masikini. He'll be celebrating his 19th birthday tomorrow, the young man. Now, you remember the man called Batista in wrestling?
Yes, I know him very well.
Plays his football for AFC Renaissance du Congo. A man from Kinshasa. Captain of the side. 19 tomorrow. $18 minutes remaining before we come to the end of the game. Ikasa. Cutting inside again for It is Ebuela. Ball collected by Golala. Near side of the field, it is Kangwa. Put under pressure, playing the ball back towards Mianda. Mianda finds support from Akuya on the far side of the field for the Zambians. Prince Mumba. Like a mamba he goes. Collected here by Chilufya. Now they've opened up well, yeah. Zambia into the penalty area. Cutting the ball back towards his captain, still alive. Dancing around, a ball coming in. Get away, chance in again for Chilufya. Lobs the swan to the near side of the field. Collected again by Kangwa. Kangwa goes to the bar line. Kangwa still dancing around. And a chance lost by the Zambians. Kikasa gets them forward.
No, this is great football by Zambians. Very comfortable on the ball. The passing and the running off the ball, brilliant.
That should have wrapped up the game there. That was going to be game, set and match for the Zambians. But they have now, there you can never look at this. It was Andrew Piri, the shot taken, then collected here by Chilufya. Lobs it over everybody else. Thinking that ball over the defenders. And then Kangwa closed down. He off for blue and red jerseys in front of him. Couldn't go anywhere. So there's the man who's gone down outside the penalty area for DR Congo. Zambia still moving. They take the ball out. Trying to pass the ball, but eventually the ball going out of play. Throwing now, DR Congo. Young and old. Patriotic. Supporting the young Chipolopolos, who are doing very well at the moment. Leading comfortably by 2-0 against the opponent. Fighting for the ball. Keeping focus, Katongo, who will get them going again, the Zambians. 2-0, they're leading at the moment. Some of the fans that are out here, some of the referees, they're not officiating today, watching on at the moment. Amongst them, you have also some of the senior referees, instructors watching on. There'll be some discussions after this game, especially about the penalty that was not given. I remember in the under-17 tournament, there was a referee who was in charge of one game I did between Namibia and Mauritius. Made a mistake. The first official called an offside for a legitimate goal. He left. Never continued. Red has been a casualty at this year's tournament. So the casualties will continue if you have those mistakes happening, and especially to come to the business end of the tournament also. You need lesser referees.
No, we must remember, Brian, the job of the coaches depend on this. Any decision was their job.
Here comes the coach. You know, the discussion we're having also was the amount of mistakes players make on a field of play. That's another thing to talk about. So let's see the change happening for DR Congo. Coming in is Jeff Kitambala. He's a young man who's coming on. Jeff Kitambala is the player that comes on to the field of play. Plays football for JSK. As they look into change things a bit here, DR Congo. They are trailing by 2-0 against Zambia. Here they are on the far side of the field, DR Congo. Kasa. It is back to Kikasa. Kikasa Mikasa. Collecting the ball again, looking for support as they go forward. It is DR Congo. Shot from range, blocked. And goes out on the near side of the field. Will be a throw-in given to the Zambians. In fact, a free kick given to the Zambians. See the challenge that came through from the DR Congo player trying to get the ball back. And the near side official having none of it. Play just came on. He also is from Kinshasa, 19 years of age. So far, one change made by both countries. The goals are the ones that matters. Here comes Zambia again. Good clearance from DR Congo. Near side of the field. Jackson Muleka playing the ball short. Collected here by Ebuela. Ebuela goes to the ground. Free kick given. Again, Zambia taken quickly. Middle of the park, the ball is played in, collected by the captain. Masikini going forward, intercepted again. Here comes Lumbia. Dispossessed. Kolala. Then Lumo trying to get something, nothing wrong, says the referee. But DR Congo already conceding 3 goals at the start of this tournament. And they have one more game to play, and that will be against Malawi. Here they come again. Mwene in goals. Mwene under pressure, sends a long one. Mumba. And there, retaliation from DR Congo player. Another yellow card brandished by the referee. An unnecessary yellow card. The referee had blown a whistle already. Why do you still retaliate? And that should have been more. That elbow is unspun. This really should have been even. Yellow is just very lenient from the referee. Kikasa literally elbowing the player next to near the referee.
I think it should have been red, Brian.
Should have been, because he retaliated. An unnecessary retaliation from the referee. Blew the whistle already, protecting him. That has been here, it has been pulled back. DR Congo arrived on Monday. Today is Thursday. Played 2 days in a row now. Here they are. And the pastor is now in charge with his towel there as he's conducting and getting things going. It is beautiful when the whole nation is winning because the celebrations are galore. Last year was a different thing completely. Another shot taken, putting it on wide. Prince Mumba. He's left the field of play at the moment, so might want to replace him, or they might just have a look at him and bring him back. In the meantime, Zambia playing with a man shot. So Mwene will restart play at the back for the Zambians. 8 minutes remaining before we come to the end of this match. Zambia leading by 2-0. And don't go away at the end of this match, because Brian will be joined by Timothy and Noah to talk about the key points and the key moments in this game. So we'll be talking about the penalty appeal for DR Congo, because that, in my humble opinion, would have been a huge one. First, if they converted it, would have really changed the complexion of the game completely, because Zambia then will have to try and go for the winner or try and hold in the defense. Now let's remember, when I spoke to the head of referees, he says they also look at whether a decision would have affected the result of a game. One of the things they look at as well before second decision. They do not. Felix Tangawarima, that is the man in charge of instructors in the Anglophone side of football, part of the FIFA instructors. He's always here. He always watches when everything happens, and very closely does. All blocked out, and so Zambia at the moment looking to make a change. So the change happening for Zambia. Pangwa will go off. Pangwa will go off and being replaced here by Clinton Lubula is the young man that comes on. It is football for Kabwata Dynamos. The man who comes on for the Zambians. And this is the second change of this game. The good dead offers for Kangwa once again leaving the field. Clinton Lubula from Lusaka. Soul has been part of the Kabwata Dynamos. That's how the corner came about. Keeper full stretched. The ball away. So here come the Zambians now. It is a chance here for him to make it and score his goal. And the goalkeeper, the trailing hand, just stopping that ball from the goalkeeper. Oh, he deserves a goal. He's played so well, just coming on. Muia Malumo did everything right. And the ball going underneath the goalkeeper, but somehow the trailing leg stopping that ball. Offside given.
I think it was a good recovery by the defender as well. He sprinted from the halfway line to go and clear that ball away.
Young man, he's one that I've been told is the future of Zambian football. So much has been said about him. Tell you, coach, the 5-star performance continues on the field of play. The 5-star delivery continues on the field of play as well. For us, with a great performance from the Zambians. You get served everything now with the team doing well. Let's see now. Ball lined up here for the Zambians to try and defend. Can the DR Congo find one and make for an interesting ending to this encounter? Wamba, header, wide.
This is the only time that the DRC look dangerous with that dead balls.
We are in the second half of this match. Coming to the end of this encounter. DR Congo trailing by 2-0 against Zambia. Another change for DR Congo. Player coming on is Gulaume Nyangwila is a player that comes on to the field of play. Alonji Nyangwila is the player that comes on to the field of play. Another 19-year-old, or 18-year-old, by the way, this one. Comes on to the field of play for DR Congo from Kinshasa. It's football for JSK. Three minutes remaining before we come to the end of this match. We are in the last 3 minutes of this game. Another corner kick given to here comes Kitambala. Twisting and turning on the far side is Mangindu. Won by the Zambians. Now, it is a good break here. 3 against 2. And that was too much for Mumba. Ball gone on the play. Throw in. Offside, in fact, given against DR Congo. Two minutes remaining before we come to the end here. Zambia leading by 2-0 against DR Congo in the 2018 COSAFA Under 20 Youth Championship here at Nkana Stadium in Kitwe. Far side, here they come. Andrew Piri going forward for the Zambians. Ball one again. Early ball now towards Kitambala on the far side. Still Kitambala going. Across the ball, Kitambala will be a throw-in to DR Congo on the far side of the field. Ikasa. Long one forward. Run we made here by DR Congo. Shot coming in. Catching there to the laces, more towards the outside of the boots, and over the crossbar the ball goes. Still Zambia leading by 2-0. Kept on rising, going higher and higher.
I think it's a true reflection of the game so far. Zambia have dominated from the first whistle. They've done very well indeed in this game.
Yes, Prince Mumba. So 3 minutes is timing it on at the end of the 90. Minimum timing it on at the end of the 90. Second half of this match. Still yet a game, in fact, between Malawi and Mozambique. I'm told that Peter Banda walked away with man of the match in that game. He did very well, performing very well in that match.
And I think Prince Mumba has been outstanding for Zambia. He's done well indeed. Box-to-box player.
So here comes DR Congo in the penalty area now. Going to pull one back right at the end of this game. Chansin cleared away by the Zambians. Lumo pulling the opponent on the far side. Zambia about to make their third and final change of this game shortly. Like young Thomas Zulu, he is about to come on. Players gone down again. Still, Zambia leading by 2-0. But let's talk about your summation of this game. Where do you think the Zambians won it, and what must the Congolese do in the last game when they play against Malawi? And the Zambians, on the other hand, what sort of approach must they actually have when they play in the last game against Mozambique?
Look, Brian, I think Zambia won it because I think they played as a team. They attacked as a team and they defended as a team. With Congo, I think they need some time to recover. It's important that they get a good recovery because Malawi is also looking for the points. They haven't done well. They've drawn. Maybe it's going to end 1-1 against Mozambique. I don't know. The last game between Malawi and DRC, I'm sure it's going to be exciting as well.
Poland remains in a moment. Zambia up against DR Congo. 2-0 the scoreline, and that's how we come to the end of this encounter. And that's how we come to the end of this match. Zambia win by 2-0, and they therefore join Zimbabwe in the semi-finals of this year's tournament. Zambia will be a victory here. And that will also, in fact, what will confirm that is if the game in the other game ends in a draw, it will mean Zambia would officially confirm their place in the semi-finals. The last time we checked was 1-1 in the other game between Mozambique. We're playing up against Malawi. So it has been one of those days, coach, for DR Congo. They found it very difficult today to fight back against this very resolute and solid Zambian side. They scored a goal, they scored a second. There were some moments there, I think their penalty appeal was a legit one, should have been given. But over and above that, I think Zambia looked a far better side. And once again, Mumba gave a sterling performance overall for the Zambians.
No, yes, the Zambians have shown why they've won the tournament 11 times. They were outstanding. They played well as a team. They attacked and then defended as a team. Tactically, they were very, very, very good.
So the goalkeeper really is the one that came out there. That is Nathan Mobalu. Trying very hard to fight back. Just couldn't find a chance there. His team were actually caught twice and 2 goals were scored by the Zambians. And the celebration still continues at the moment as they are all now praying and thanking Almighty for another sterling performance that have shown here today. So it is the young Chipolopolos who have won their 2 matches in a row. And what it means is the game finished in a 1-1 draw on the other side. They would have confirmed their place in the semi-finals alongside Zimbabwe. A lot to talk about. Standing by with the man of the match, it is Brian Mulamba.
Thank you very much, Brian, for running us through what has been a very exciting day for the host nation. They've beaten, the opponents, DRC Congo, by 2-0. And of course, Prince Mumba has been voted the man of the match. But to come and present that award, I have here Dr. Moses Chilangwa, who is coming through from the Mopanda Copper Mines. He is the board chair there. Please just come and stand next to me here. And I'll invite Prince to come and receive the man of the match award as he will pose for the pictures. This may probably be one picture that may steal the back page of most of the local tabloids and newspapers. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Prince, how was the game?
The game was fine, and very tough playing DRC Congo, and we thank you God for the victory.
What made you go out there? Because DR Congo looked very huge, and looking at your stature, you're very small. What gave you the confidence to go out there and fight for Zambia?
I think it's a character. Went there with character, and that's why we managed to get the victory. It's because of the character. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again, Prince. All the best.
Thank you very much.
It's Prince, the captain, who's been voted man of the match. Let's have the DRC Congo to come and give us his thoughts regards this particular encounter. Coach, how did you find this game?
Je pense que ça montre l'impréparation qu'on avait eu au pays. Et voilà, ça se voit ici, ça se fait cash. Et comme on était des invités, on a essayé de faire notre mieux possible pour y arriver. Mais là, en ce qui concerne le match, je pense la Zambie mérite sa victoire à 100%, puisque j'ai pas vu mon équipe en fait.
Okay, we didn't prepare well in our country, and at this level you pay it cash.
we could see it in the stadium. But about the game, Zambia deserves his victory. There's nothing else to say about that.
What next for a team going forward?
Pour l'avenir, c'est quoi pour l'équipe pour l'avenir?
On est toujours là, on est en train de préparer les jeunes. Nous, on a une mission de pouvoir sortir 2-3 joueurs pour l'équipe de U23. Et après, les joueurs vont monter jusqu'à l'équipe A. Donc c'est notre philosophie, on est là pour former des jeunes joueurs pour monter à des échelons suivants.
Okay, our philosophy is to prepare young players to go up in weight, yes, and we hope that we can find 2 or 3 players for the U23 team or later to the national team.
Tough luck, coach. All the best next time. Thank you very much. Awesome stuff. That's the losing coach, and of course, he speaks some positives regards this particular encounter. He says he is trying to find stars that take over, the national team and things of that nature. But right now, it's the winning coach joining me. Coach, you must be a happy man, but your lads showed some different character. What did you do to this squad?
I think this issue of getting the confidence. If you look at the game that we played against Malawi. Most of them they were a bit jittery, but coming to this game, I think you have even seen for yourself. I think most of them they were a bit confident on the ball, and we are yet to see more of these boys.
What next? I mean, you're going into the next stage. What are you going to do different for you to get the, to meet your objectives that you set out before this tournament started?
Definitely, we need to improve in certain areas, especially in goal scoring. Because we're having a lot of chances, but we are not utilizing them. So even in today's game, maybe it could have been 5 somewhere there. But, so I think going forward, we have to work on and sharpen our front line.
Right. Coach, people are asking out there, what is the message from your bosses? Faz, what are they telling you?
In whatever industry or organization, we always go for a win. We don't prepare to lose. Definitely, we need to go out and get that cup.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we know the senior national team failed to qualify to the next edition of the AFCON. This surely does put pressure on your young lads, doesn't it? Because the nation wants you to win and make up for a disappointing Chipolopolo.
Yeah, definitely. We need to do what we are supposed to do, and that's by lifting this COSAFA, which has been brought here in Zambia. Definitely, our eyes are set on that cup.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Coach. Thank you very much. Coach Charles Wale there, of course, bubbling with happiness and confidence regards to what has transpired. And so Zambia wins 2-0 at the expense of Congo DR.
And that's how we come to the end of another exciting day of football here at the Nkana Stadium in Kitwe. 4-0 Mauritius winning against Eswatini in a game played in Shinde. Goalless draw between Angola and Botswana. The first goalless draw been played here. 2-0 Zambia winning against DR Congo. 1-1 the final score between Malawi and Mozambique in Group A. So all groups were in action today. Let's have a look at Group A. This is how Group A looks like. So Zambia have officially qualified for the semi-finals. The only thing they need to fight for is to finish top of their group. They're playing Mozambique in their last game. Mozambique need to win there to finish top. But depending on what they want to do, a draw will still be enough for Mozambique to advance to the next stage, because then Malawi needs to be able to win convincingly in that game. So it's all has to go back to one simple thing. Group A is almost decided. Zambia is qualified. Who will join them? That we'll find out in a bit. So Group B also very open. Victory for South Africa, victory for Mauritius. Do remember Mauritius have already played their game. So South Africa needs a point only in their game against Eswatini to make sure they win the group, because there are only 3 countries in that group there. So South Africa winning their opener. A point will see them qualify for the semi-finals, while Eswatini needs to win their game to really make things very interesting in that group. So Zimbabwe have qualified also for the semi-finals. Now the question is, can Angola take on Zimbabwe and win their game, and then also try and upset a Group A? Because do remember, the winner of this group will take on the winner of Group A, and the runners-up of either Group A or Group C will take on the winner of Group B. So tomorrow is another day to rest and focus and get things sorted. Then Saturday we have 3 matches to be played. South Africa against Eswatini, that will be the early game. Zambia against Mozambique. And on Shinde, we have Malawi against DR Congo. So a lot to play for here as far as the 2018 COSAFA Under 20 Championship. So we'll see you on Saturday, but before we wrap it up, I know Brian Mulamba is standing by. Noah Chevuta, Timothy Batabaire, taking it away.
All right, so thank you very much, Brian, for helping us touch base on what's happened in this very, very important victory for the home side in as far as this encounter is concerned. You got your prediction right? I'm just checking.
Yes, no, I did.
Do you remember a prediction?
I don't think he does remember.
No, I do remember. I said 3-1.
Yeah, really?
All right.
So my predictions were wrong.
What do you make, Noah, of this performance by the Chipolo Polo? They've made an improvement regards how they set up and how they performed this afternoon.
Yes, it's a far much improved performance, Brian. You know what? From the word go, when the whistle started, they were so focused. They didn't underrate this Congo team, and the tactics were spot on with the coach. I think overall good performance and good win for them, and it's good at least the host nation to qualify for the semi-finals.
In the infant stage of the first half, it was almost looking like Zambia would be on the back foot until the goal came in the 70th minute.
Look, I think they played the conditions well. It was a little bit hot, so they took the game to Congo. Congo, normally when you're fatigued like that, you always have those moments when you look as if you are up, you're on the up, and that's what they were trying to do. They were only a glimpse of a good performance, but Zambia stood firm, and then they grew in stature as the game grew on. And when they got the goal, they became more confident going forward. And I think they need to. Going back, I think the coach will have to look at how stable is the back line to try and initiate more play from the back and getting that midfield and to be able to always find Edward Chirufya, because when Edward Chirufya has the ball, I think there are more options for this Zambian side.
All right. Now, DR Congo had some moments in this encounter, including some penalty appeals, quite controversial, must indicate. So let's take a look at them. Gentlemen, I'd like to get your opinions and pick your minds with this. Was this a penalty? Noah?
No, you know what? It was like a soft one. He was really looking for it.
But that was contact, wasn't it? That was contact.
Yes, but you know what? The ball was already running away from him. He knew he lost control of that ball.
No, there was contact, and that is a very clear penalty. What is very disappointing is the fact that the referee was in full view of the situation and didn't blow. I'm sure if I'm the chairman of the referees committee, we'll be boarding the plane before the Congo team.
There's a difference when there's a contact and you fall through that contact, or you are looking for it. You know the contact is coming and you dive into it.
No, was there contact?
What contact?
No.
No, you went into the contact. Those they are not given.
Was the defender in control of the ball, or it was
Timothy was looking for that penalty?
No, but was there contact?
No.
All right, take a look at this. Just to add more fire to this fight, look at it again. Slow motion. Noah. For last time, look at this again. Look at this, Noah.
A clear penalty. There's no touch of the ball from the defender. He touched the opponent. That's a clear penalty. Yes. It's very disappointing that the referee didn't call for it.
No, Timothy, but just the way. No,
look at that.
Dived.
Look at that. Look at that. No,
from there,
he
started falling. No. From there, before even the contact came in, he was already falling.
Apply the laws of the game. There's contact. That's a clear-cut penalty.
That's a fight for another day.
The referee called for something. That's a clear-cut penalty.
But do you think if that penalty was given, it would have changed the complexion of the game?
No, I think the way Zambia dominated the game, the way they managed the game so well,
All right.
They controlled the game, the pace of the game, and they had moments, yes, DRC, but not really to threaten that they could win this game.
Let's take you to those moments that Zambian fans want to see over and over again. The first goal came in the 70th minute. What a goal this one.
Yeah, it was a wonderful, throw-in from Andrew, Andrew Pili. Then Chirufya sends back the ball. But for me, it's the ever-present Kolala, in the right position, looking at the flight of the ball. That is Edward Chirufya. That is Pili crossing the ball, and that is Kolala meeting the ball with the inside foot, not with the laces. Inside foot, giving it direction. Right. He knew what exactly he wanted to do, and he put it very far out of the reach of the goalkeeper. 1-0.
Kola did indicate his hunger for goal, and he tried a minute before the score, made an attempt to save, and now it paid off. His industry paid off, rather.
Yes, you know, he was showing what he can do. He can strike the ball well, and you know, that goal he scored, the side footing, you know, sometimes players who intend like to blast the ball, but he just picked a spot and placed the ball, and that was a brilliant second goal.
Awesome stuff. Tell you what, you saw the first goal, it was a beautiful goal, but look at the second goal. What a great move, and as far as Zambia's front line is concerned, and selfishness on the part of the strikers there.
Look, it's Lamek Banda feeding the ball into Edward Chilufya. He plays the ball back to Lamek Banda, and he plays back to Chilufya. But for me, it's Edward Chilufya who is not selfish. True captain lays off the ball to Chris Mumba. But again, the confidence and the calmness to take control and have view of the goalkeeper where he's standing, and then he presses the ball to make it 2-0. That's wonderful play. That's a wonderful, beautiful team goal.
You got, like Timothy said, credit should go to the man of the match. That was so calm and put the ball where it belongs, the back of the net.
Yes, that's what confidence can do. You know, he has scored already 2 goals, and this is his third one. He's one of the top scorers now in this tournament. This, when you are scoring goals, you know, things become easy. When you're in the box, you don't even have to panic. He picked a spot, keep a wrong direction. That's well taken goal. To you know, at his age, he looks so matured when he's in front of the goal.
Well, you know, the fans are happy, as you can see in the background, the jumping up and about, but more action continues to come alive regards what is going to happen in the COSAFA Under 20th Championship, the 2018 edition. And of course, Saturday comes alive. There's a whole rest day tomorrow, but Saturday comes alive, and there'll be lots of action to look out for. The defending champions up against Eswatini, and to be back to give you more action. Zambia up against Mozambique comes up. Malawi up against DR Congo. A formality game as far as that encounter is concerned. But the big one, and worth looking at, is the one that entails the defending champions in Amachita up against Eswatini. What a game you must be relishing right now, and as far as the 2018 COSAFA Under 20th Championship is concerned. So we're back again on Saturday. Thank you very much for your time, and Questa Sports will never disappoint. We're back again on the weekend. Bye-bye.
Into the back of the net! And he provides, and it falls into the back of the net!